Klang Tzu Chi volunteers form a disaster relief team and distributes emergency aid to 37 affected households. A longtime local vegetable vendor designates her life insurance recipients to 2 local hospitals in Taitung. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Lori Chen. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi volunteers continue to care for the affected residents of the Indonesia earthquake. Relief supplies have been successfully sent to the city of Palu, and distributions have already started. As for the remote villages, large trucks escorted by military personnel are all going in directly to distribute the goods into the hands of the villagers. A total of 1,200 sets of aid materials have already been distributed. Upon arrival of the Tzu Chi disaster relief trucks, residents line up in an orderly manner to receive aid supplies. In the absence of oil, they have been unable to go out to purchase any goods. They have been hoping supplies will come their way. Now their wish has come true.
Ada adik 5 tahun. Laki perempuan.
The materials sent included Thai instant noodles, water, and essential daily supplies, as well as second-hand clothing for the affected villagers. These were all from both Taiwan and Jakarta areas. The military personnel that helped transport all of these materials also joined in to help with the distribution. The volunteers sang with the locals, which created a festive atmosphere.
This is what we can do for them in terms of aid. We're hoping that they can start to walk out the shadows of despair. We also gather all the children to sing together. We gave them some candy, bread, and biscuits to eat. We hope that brought them some happiness.
This truck is full of positive energy. It carries both hope and love to all.
I received rice, food, and other items. I am very grateful that there are so many people from faraway places here helping us.
A total of 1,200 sets of aid materials were distributed to the affected residents in Palu. Some were distributed at a local mosque, and others were transported by trucks to 4 different remote villages. In the beginning of this month, a massive storm ravaged through Klang, Malaysia, causing much damage to the communities. They were hit with gusty winds and an intense amount of rainfall. It was so powerful that many of the trees were blown over, causing many streetcars to be crushed in the process. Local Tzu Chi volunteers quickly mobilized a disaster relief team. After the assessments were completed, the volunteers immediately conducted emergency aid distribution for a total of 37 affected households, hoping to ease some of their burden. The rain was coming down in buckets, accompanied by gusts of wind. Klang, Malaysia experienced extreme weather, where even the cars were crushed by fallen trees.
We need to go in to do a thorough assessment of damages. We need to see what kind of assistance we can help out with.
Klang Tzu Chi volunteers immediately deploy manpower to conduct disaster assessment in order to better understand the situation.
I have lived in Klang for more than 40 years already, and this is the first time I've seen such a strong storm. Looking at the damaged houses, it's really just gone within a matter of minutes.
Recalling the rare storm, many residents were still in shock. Tzu Chi volunteers were there to accompany them and calm their minds.
The storm raged on for about 15 minutes, and I was already terrified.
After the gusty wind, the sky was still drizzling from time to time. The clothes of the affected residents were all soaked. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers quickly went to the recycling station to search for a change of clothing for them.
We're also saddened by the situation because so many people are affected by the storm. Nevertheless, we must face the challenges with courage.
Many of the affected residents' homes were all flooded. There are no places for them to sleep. There's water everywhere. So I asked for help to see if it was possible to provide some cushions for them to sleep on. I'm very grateful because today we received the cushions.
After the assessments were completed, the volunteers immediately conducted an emergency distribution for a total of 37 affected households, hoping to ease some of their burden.
Because you all come and motivate me, so I was very happy that I'm a bit okay. No fear already, you know.
I was very touched. I had not felt like this before because I had never encountered a disaster situation. I will adapt a bamboo coin bank and start to accumulate blessings. This way I can come back later to help others in need.
Tzu Chi has been caring for Haiti for a total of 8 years now. During all this time, volunteers have been worried about the overall nutrition of the local children. Therefore, the Jingsi Abo in Hualien decided to send over containers of Jingsi multigrain powder directly to Haiti, hoping to serve as a meal supplement for the growing children.
Ginseng multi-grain powder packed in containers has been sent to Haiti, since the flour and milk powder provided by other countries has not yet been delivered for the new semester. At the moment, only the grain powder can be used to make drinks and snacks. U.S.慈济volunteer James Chan demonstrates how to make snacks with the grain powder.
The most important thing is that we usually give each student some grain cookies on Friday, so when they feel hungry on Saturday and Sunday, they can mix them with some water before eating. It is also very delicious.
And usually kids are not able to eat meals every day, so as far as we can eat more than 3 meals a day, but for them sometimes it's only 2 meals a week. I hope the kids enjoy the cookies, and after all, they will be able to make the cookies at school.
With Tzu Chi volunteers' care over the past 8 years, Haitian residents who eat rice as the staple food can now have nutritious food to eat. The raw materials and production method of these delicious snacks have been passed on from the Hualien Jinsi Ho in Taiwan.
Today on The Plight of Farmers, we continue to look at the shortage of workers in the agricultural communities. One way to overcome this is to attract more young people into the profession. Therefore, domestic colleges and universities have begun agricultural programs which combine theory and practice. After graduation, it is expected that they will contribute to Taiwan's agricultural industry, becoming an important force to counteract the aging labor force in all the rural areas.
Students in this field are practicing how to plant rice. In this field, there's one student with dark skin who seems very mature and comfortable with this work. Actually, he has been a 4th-generation farmer. He is from Tainan's Hobie, and at the age of 34, he has come back to school to improve his skill.
For example, when the fertilizer is applied, the rice grows better, but we actually don't know why, and we don't know the right ratio. After coming back to school, I learned that fertilizer can have a different effect on particular stage of rice growth.
He's not embarrassed about his age because this class appeals to older students, as it is a publicly funded farm management class. Students joining the program are anywhere between 18 to 40 years old. National DaAi University has long been known for its agricultural program and is the first to offer such a specialty course. Outside the university is an experimental farm where under its hot sun, red quinoa is growing. Students are carefully harvesting long stems of this plant.
People say that some individuals like to raise a certain type of pet. When I talk to other farmers, I ask them about their crop and what kind of crop they raise. It takes a lot of heart and compassion to do this work.
This experimental farm is where students can become familiar with basic agricultural technology. 2 agricultural students rented land during the school year and jointly run this papaya farm. These papaya trees seem to bend by strong winds, all leaning in one particular direction. However, this is a special cultivation technique, which makes the harvest from these trees more abundant. This particular papaya farmer was originally an engineer.
Agriculture seems to have nothing to do with some industrial engineering, but if you look closely, there are a number of basic facilities that are needed, including basic equipment, water supply, and drainage systems. This all requires an engineering background, so it is actually a very comprehensive industry.
Subsidies for publicly funded agricultural students amount to $3,700 US. After completing 3 years of course study in the school, the 4th year is for an internship at a farm or agribusiness, allowing one to obtain a bachelor's degree if all requirements are met. Then after graduation, one must work in farming for a minimum of 4 years.
Although we primarily want to cultivate workers in this field, we also want to increase our output and upgrade our quality.
For Taiwan, which lacks workers in agriculture, this publicly funded class are the perfect intermediary, allowing farmers the chance to keep up with the times and also attract college students to become more acquainted with agriculture.
The Council of Agriculture's publicly funded educational program had 3 major points of emphasis: cultivating agricultural talent, not just to solve the problem of lack of workers, and also cultivating high-level skills at the grassroots level. They are trying to lift up Taiwan's agriculture through these programs.
Pollination season is the busiest moment for farmers, but take a look at these young faces. We're expertly picking these flowers and expertly pollinating them. They are students of National Taitung Agricultural Vocational Senior High School.
The textbook teaches you how to do it. We know the steps, but actually there is no way for us to try it. I think that actually doing it is a bigger help to us.
National Taitung Agricultural Vocational Senior High School is one of the few schools in Taiwan that still retains an agricultural department. They're supported by the COA and Education Ministry, and for the first time they offer a publicly funded program to promote agriculture from university to high school. This watermelon field is where many are working today, each planting 2 vines, which is a major project.
I have started to get up at 4:30. I'm still not used to it, but it is now becoming a habit. What's the hardest thing? I think it is squatting for so long. Otherwise, the work is okay.
Repeating the same movement hundreds of times, this 14-year-old does not give up as he remains interested in agriculture. The Council of Agriculture announced that it would encourage more young people to go into agriculture. It hopes to add 3,000 people a year for a total of 30,000 young farmers in 10 years. Hopefully, this group of students will be an important force in Taiwan's agriculture in the future.
For today's Health Topic, when Mother Nature pays a visit each month, many female friends are quite fearful of the symptoms that comes along with it. Believe it or not, numerous women experience intense menstrual pain during their monthly periods. Some goes as far as fainting from the severe pain. Doctors suggest that women who often suffer from menstrual pain should try to keep a regular lifestyle routine and adhere to a healthy diet. Try to stay away from raw and cold foods and beverages. This is the best way to keep the unwanted pain at bay. 16-year-old student Lee is suffering from menstrual pain. Every month is a normal thing for her to report to the school health center. Mother Nature's monthly visit is one of the scariest moments for many women. The hot compress relieves the pain a little. Student Lee said that she loves to drink cold drinks. One time it hurt so bad that she was curled up on the floor in pain.
My schedule is irregular. My diet is bad. At the time, I fainted 3 times in a row.
The symptoms of women's menstrual pain vary from person to person. Some people feel tightness in the lower abdomen region. Some have severe pain, headaches, and dizziness. Others will experience soreness in their back and legs. According to the doctor, menstrual pain is divided into 2 categories, primary and secondary.
Some women are more sensitive to the prostaglandins, which will cause the uterine contractions to be more powerful. This is what we consider the primary type. For the secondary type, she might have some fibroids, adenomyosis, endometriosis, or ovarian tumors. These are considered causes of structural abnormalities.
I will drink warm water, hot water, or brown sugar water. When I do this, my stomach will instantly warm up, and I will feel much better.
When you are experiencing menstrual pain, it can be relieved by drinking hot beverages or changing one's posture. Traditional Chinese medicine doctors suggest that warm acupoints can help improve the discomfort felt during menstruation. For women with a yang deficient constitution, it's recommended use a hot compress on the guanyuan acupoint located just below the belly button. There is also the Sanying gel acupoint located on the foot.
Individuals with a young deficient constitution must be careful with their diet choices. Foods that are raw and cold in nature, like melons and fruits, or ingredients that are lower than the normal body temperature, one should consume at a minimum amount.
Women with a Qi deficient constitution are suitable for pressing the Taitung acupoint, which helps relieve pain.
The time right before and after your menstrual cycle, do not consume foods like herbal medicinal soups, grilled, spicy, or fried dishes. This creates too much heat energy in the body.
It's crucial to maintain a normal lifestyle, consume minimal amounts of cold food and beverages. This will give your body a fighting chance to stay away from menstrual pain. In Taiwan, the famous philanthropist Klang Tzu Chi retired in June of this year due to health issues. After joining the flag-raising ceremony on National Day in Taitung, she decided to designate her life insurance recipients to 2 of the local hospitals. She remarked that since she has sold vegetables in Taitung her whole entire life, she hopes after she's no longer on this earth, the life insurance money can go back to this community, helping others who are in need.
To celebrate the National Day, a flag-raising ceremony was held in Taitung. Among the participants, philanthropist Klang Tzu Chi tries her best to salute the flag with her 3 fingers, which are bent due to years of hard work. Despite the cloudy weather in Taitung, the ceremony participants' moods are quite uplifted. It is because Chen has decided to donate the full amount of her future life insurance money to the local hospitals.
I've earned all my money from the people in Taitung, right? I stood there working for 56 years already. How would I have the money if Taitung residents did not buy my vegetables? Now that I've retired, I only need very little to live. Having one house is enough for me, as I do not need to spend that much money.
After the flag-raising ceremony, Chen signs on the board, agreeing to donate her future life insurance money, which is worth $516,000 to both Taitung's McKay Memorial Hospital and Taitung Christian Hospital. Although Chen has retired, she said that as long as she leads a frugal life, she won't need that much money.
I do not care much about the material goods, as I cannot take it with me when I am no longer on this earth. In Kaohsiung, I have a place to stay and food to eat. I do not spend that much. I wear the clothes given to me by the county government, and the National Health Insurance Administration is more than enough.
Chen said that she's donating the future funds from the life insurance she bought 50 years ago. She hopes that after she passes away, the bereavement benefits from her insurance can be used to help more people in Taitung.
On Taiwan's National Day, Tzu Ching's from 2 universities in Taitung joined local Tzu Chi volunteers on a hiking trail cleaning event. Even though the weather was hot, students and volunteers seized the opportunity to actively be involved in doing their part for Mother Earth.
During the holiday, one group of people took the opportunity to clean the Zhigaojun hiking trail. Tzu Chi volunteers joined hands with students from Lingdong University. About 50 people went on this mountain cleaning adventure together.
There are many people who litter, so I want to come to help.
I hope the half-day activity can enable them to experience how to protect the environment with our hearts.
Shen Qiya, who studies at Zhonghai University, came to join the mountain cleaning activity after suffering from asthma from youth and eventually having surgery last month. He joined this activity because he wants to give back to society.
I've seen many people struggling with life in ICU. I thought that I'm lucky enough to survive, so I must devote myself to protect the earth.
Cleaning the environment is an activity despite age. A 3-year-old boy, Lin Youting, came to help with his grandma.
We all share responsibility to protect the environment. I hope we can educate our future generations from a young age.
We only have one Earth, and we need more people to safeguard it.
It was a double celebration for the players of the Tzu Chi youth basketball team. Not only was it National Day in Taiwan, but it was also their 24th anniversary. The way they chose to celebrate it was to gather everyone together in the name of great love. During the festivities, all the participants sincerely prayed for all the affected residents of the Indonesia earthquake. They also share ways on how to spread more love by doing good deeds. The ringing symbolizes peace, love, and good health to all. It also awakens the compassion and good thoughts in everyone's hearts. One by one, each team member brought back their filled bamboo coin banks. The Tzu Chi youth basketball team is celebrating their 24th anniversary. They held a special event not only for the players, but for the whole entire family.
Everyone's love was felt throughout the event. Today is our anniversary celebration and National Day. It's very meaningful to be all gathered together in the name of love on this day.
After the lively activities, nearly 1,000 people gathered together and sincerely prayed for the affected residents of the Indonesia earthquake.
It makes me happy knowing that I have the abilities to help others. I just hope that other people can be happy like me as well, live a happy life.
In fact, I hope that everyone will be united by basketball. It's another way to teach the children about humanistic culture. Like normally we would have regular classes teaching the players on various subjects. It's a good way to use larger events to gather everyone together in the spirit of great love. This is our main goal, uniting through compassion.
On the 24th anniversary of the Tzu Chi youth basketball team, the way they chose to celebrate it is to let all the participants know how to share their love by doing good deeds. Back in 1991, Dharma Master Zhen Yin was honored with the Magsaysay Award, also known as the Asian Nobel Prize. It's now 27 years later, and a delegation from the awards foundation came to visit and learn from Dharma Master Zhen Yin at the Jingse Bowl in Hualien.
After a lapse of 27 years, a delegation from the Ramon Magsaysay Award Foundation came to Taiwan to visit Tzu Chi. On this particular morning, they arrived at the Hualien Jingse Hall to visit Dharma Master Zhen Yin.
I think it has very peaceful and caring energy, and from all the stories that I have heard about the work that Tzu Chi Foundation is doing here in the Philippines and other parts of the world, I feel that there's hope.
The purpose of the meeting is not only to show respect to the master, but also let more people know about Tzu Chi ideas and principles.
光我一个人口含的爱呀爱呀，是爱不得。一个人的力量很渺小，需要借重每一个人的不同国家有共同的志业，都可以付出。
Upholding the spirits of equality, everyone works together to pass on the energy of love, hoping to light up every dark corner of the world.
Exercising regularly is a very important part of a healthy lifestyle. This holds true for the elderly population as well. That's why a health center in Zhanghua especially created a gym space filled with various professional equipment and specialized coaches for the senior citizens. This is the first gym of its kind in Taiwan. It's really great to see communities coming together to safeguard the health of the elderly population. Let's check out these sportive grandpa and grandmas. Thank you for joining us and stay healthy. See you next time.